Okay, students. So today we are just going to do a quick drawing using value scales, and this is called a shattered value drawing. And we're just going to use half of a paper so that it doesn't take too long because this is just a 1 day quick project, just for fun, just to practice our values before we start doing our self portrait next week. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to create a series of lines. Now, I don't suggest that you create too many lines. For this type of small area of drawing, let's see, I would say probably about maybe 5, 6 lines. So let's see, I'm just going to start out first with now what you do want to make sure that you do is you want to create your line so that it goes from one edge of your paper to the other. Okay, so let me move this out of the way so you can see a little bit better. And this desk here is my drawing desk, so it's kind of shattered itself. But you go from one edge to the other. So I'll start right here, and I'll just make a line right there. And it doesn't matter if you want to do your lines straight or if you want to do them curved. It's completely up to you. I do want a few straight lines, so I'm just gonna. If you don't have, I don't have a ruler here, so I'm just gonna use something else. So I'm gonna take this and probably put it right here. Make a line like that. Maybe another line right here, like this, and let's put another one right there. Right there. See how I went from edge to edge? I think I'll put a curved line right here. Okay, so, and I didn't do it very dark. I want to make it darker so you can see. Okay, and I think I'll do another line right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. Let's put one more right here. 7. Okay, so now I have 7 lines. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to use a gradient scale value. And we remember that value is dark to light or light to dark, correct? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will start making values, and each value has to be opposite of itself. And what I mean by that is if I start at this area and I make it dark, then when I come down, it's going to get lighter. And we don't want a line here, okay? So you want to try to make it gradient, which means that it gradiates outward in a lighter value. So, and how you can fix that line is by taking your eraser and erasing that little area right there, just lightly, so that it gradiates outward to a lighter value. So actually, I should have did it more lightly, but I'm trying to hurry and get this done. I'm doing this before I come to school. Okay, and then I will get lighter. And then lighter, and then the lightest. So this is my lightest value right here. Okay. Let's see if I can move this up so you can see a little better. Okay. Then what I will do is I will take my finger and just use my finger to blend. Okay. And there you can see. Now, what I also would want to do is use a black marker to do my lines. But I would do that afterwards. Or you can just actually use a black marker to make your lines. That would probably be even better. Okay, now since I came up, here's my darkest value. And I might want to go over it again just to make it a little bit darker, because we want the darkest value at one side, and then we want it to get lighter as it gradiates towards the other side. Okay. Just a little bit darker. Okay, so now we have one value scale, one gradient value going in this direction from dark to light. Now this one, in order to give it contrast, you want this to be a darker value and you want this to be a lighter value. So we will start over here, a lighter value, darker value, and then a lighter value. So let's start over here with the darker value. And then as I come down, it will get lighter and then lighter until it's the lightest. So this will be the darker area right here by this edge. And then it gets lighter as it goes down. And I will use my finger to blend that in as well. Go over it. And I will give you a napkin so you can wipe your fingers off here. And if you go past your lines, you can always just go in and erase. Clean those lines up. Okay. And always can go back over it again. And this is the lightest. Okay. And now for this, I will start out dark here. And then as I go up, I will get lighter and lighter. Use my finger again. So I will do that with each of these. Now this is lightest here, so I'm going to start out again dark right here. And then as I go down, I will get lightest and lightest, lighter and lighter. And you will do that to each of your areas with different values. Now this one right here has dark and light, so I'm going to put light and dark. So I'll start out dark here and then go up lighter so that it's light this way by the dark area. And then we have the dark that will come around here. And I'm doing this very quickly because I want to get this done, or at least most of it done. And then, but I want you to take your time and make it nice. This is just a little artwork. And we can frame it and do whatever we want with it, but it comes out really nice. So this is the darker area. So let's make it even darker and practice with it, make it nice. Okay, and I will erase those lines, clean up my lines. Okay, so I think you kind of have an idea of what I'm going with this. So I'm going to go ahead and let you work on this, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. Okay. Okay, so here's a finished copy of my artwork, and you can see the different values of my pencil. So I went from dark to light, but then right next to that I went dark next to the light. So every time I had a dark part, I put a light part next to it. So there you can see it better. So see, for instance, right here I had a dark and it went to light. So this one went light and went to dark. Okay.